Hey, guys and gals, you know it's Tuesday and it's time for a new episode of Shooting the Shiznit. That's right, live from STS Studios. They're in St. Louis, Missouri. First of all, before we go any further, I want to thank everyone. We got the official numbers for last month in May. Downloads up 38%. Social media up 268%. The website up 200%. Thank you. I know there's a gazillion podcasts out there. I want to thank you for listening to this one. It does mean a lot to me. And we're going to try to make June even bigger. I've got guests lined up, some fun stuff planned. I want to remind everyone that this coming Thursday is that special edition of Cool Kids Countdown with my guest, my co-host, my buddy, my pal, Lance Levine. So that's what we're going to be doing this Thursday. It's going to be a countdown. I'm just going to wait until we actually do the countdown to let everyone know what it's going to be. This is episode 23 of season 3. And as always, as I said, thank you for joining us. If you want to make a contribution, you can go to paypal.com. And my PayPal address is Brian_Tramel at yahoo.com. Also, still got the t-shirt of the month, or we're going to try to revamp that a little bit. But until we do the revamp, you still have chances to buy any of the t-shirts there. You can go to www.stspod.club, and you'll see how to get t-shirts. Also, there on the right side, go to Amazon Music Unlimited. How about trying a free trial version of that, and we get a little bit of kickback from it. And also, my Patreon, our Patreon site is on there. Is actually on the site. You just scroll down and you'll be able to see it. We're seen on iTunes and Stitcher. And hopefully by Thursday, we're going to also be syndicated to another new exciting website. I'll let you know about that. Okay. Also, we have the Cool Kids Wrestling MMA Talk Facebook group. That is the official group of Shooting the Shiznit. You guys, that's a secret group. Search it. Ask to join, and we'll let you join. Also, before we get off here and get to the new episode, I just want to thank our podcast bros there at Suplex City Limits, Creative Control. You can also get that John Bullied Me shirt still with Creative Control, and Locals 2 Legends Wrestling Radio with Gene Jackson. Now, let's get on with the new episode. Today, she told me to call her Natty, and I'm going to let her introduce herself, because if she doesn't introduce herself, I'm going to butcher her name, and I really don't want to butcher her name. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
I am Natalina Corvino.
Natalina Corvino. Did I get that right?
You did. You get brownie points.
Wow. Yeah. Hey, I like that. So we got Natty here on the line for a couple of things today. I brought, as everyone knows, my format of Shooting the Shiznit is, if you would notice in all the episodes, I either bring one of my longtime friends on and we just talk shit, or I bring somebody on that I found interesting in the wrestling business and I want to learn more about and just want to sit down and talk to them. So that's what we're going to do with Natty tonight. Natty, first, I want you to tell, all your social media sites, how people can, follow you, and so forth and so on. First, tell that before we get it out of the line, because I usually forget to ask it before the end of the show.
You can find me on Facebook under Natalina Corvino. I have a fan page. It's Natalina Corvino in parentheses Nasty Nat, because that was a name that was given to me from a TV show that I was on. And you can follow me on Instagram, which is Natty2977. You could try to follow me doing Twitter stuff, but I rarely use it, so it's really just a waste of anybody's time to even try to follow me on Twitter, because I don't do anything on Twitter, because I hate Twitter.
Yeah, I got on Twitter and I said, I asked you what's your Twitter handle, because I do lots of my advertising on Twitter, and I said, well, I'm going to look at her, because I'll put it over. And you said, I don't get Twitter, and I was like, okay, she hates this, but I did too for.
I really don't understand it. It confuses me. Like I try to follow other people's stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell they're replying to because I'm trying to follow. And there's like no conversation, and it's just it confuses me and it irritates me. And I try to stick with Facebook. It's easy.
So you said just forget it, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you could try. I mean, one day I might use it, but that'll be when I hire somebody to do it for me because it's just not going to happen on my end.
Well, you were talking about some TV show that you were in, and they call it. Tell me about that real quick. Now, I didn't even plan to ask you about that, but that interested me. So, what's going on with that?
It was probably about 3-4 years ago, and do you remember? Or I think it's still on Moonshiners. You know that show?
Yes, I do. I used to watch Moonshiners.
Okay, well, Tickle had a spin-off show called Tickle, and they wanted a tattooed, buff-looking female for this specific character that they had, and somebody had told the producer about me. The producer called me and asked me if I was available, and I was like, well, not really. I'm at the beach, but... And she's like, well, we want you to be on a TV show. I'm like, all right, I'll be there in the morning. I had to drive all to Myrtle Beach to be in the show, and I was a bartender slash badass, and I got to put Tickle in a headlock, and then I got to drive a race car around racetrack. I can't even remember where it was. I think it was in Mebane, North Carolina. And got to drive that around a lot for several hours and be in the hot sun all day long. Sometimes in leather, by the way. I was wearing leather the whole day. That's painful in the heat in July. So, but it was fun. It was a good experience, and I thank I'm very thankful for every opportunity I'm given to do something.
That's awesome. Yeah, I just I'm not a huge reality fan, but reality television fan. I'm just like. Couple of the originals like Survivor and another one, but Moonshiners got me because my I don't know if I've told this on the podcast before, but my dad would be known to make some moonshine every once in a while when I was growing up, and one of his friends made it all the time. I mean, that's how he took care of his habit of drinking, and so I, as a child, I mean, they'd put you in jail for this these days, but Dad would give me a drink of his beer, Dad'd give me a drink of this, and I can still remember getting a drink of that moonshine and thinking someone was trying to kill me. I mean, it went from burn all the way down kind of thing. So, but yeah, and that interested me. I thought, it's funny. It's harmless, and reality TV just is not always my cup of tea. But that it's a lot of people watch it, and that's fun. That sounds like a lot of fun there. So Natty, tell us how. I know I read something. And when did you? What kind of made you get into wrestling? Have you always been a wrestling fan, or did you just like go to the matches and say, "Hey, I want to be a wrestler," and then start watching it, or did you grow up watching wrestling?
I did not watch it growing up. It was not something that my parents watched, and they kind of controlled the television set. Didn't even really know what wrestling was, and I didn't get started to watching it until, after I started getting involved, and I only really got involved because I got talked into it. It wasn't something I ever thought I would ever do, and I really had to be convinced to be in this. And then I started watching it more and more, and watching the different people and their different styles and how they handle things now as opposed to how things were done back in the day, because then I kind of compare the stuff, and it's interesting, and the whole history of it's interesting, but I still have to get talked into it because I did not want to do this. I was like, no, I don't want to get thrown around and hit.
Now, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, once you take that first bump, it's there.
Well, did you start as a manager first? Did you manage, or they say valet, but I don't like using that. And even though, I mean, it is valet sometimes, but I like the manager. Do you start, did you start being a manager and then get into actually working?
Actually, I was because all these guys just, beat the hell out of their bodies all night long. I'm an able-bodied female. No offense to the other females, but they would just sit there and just watch the guys after they just put on a show, take down the ring. I'm going to help them.
Right.
Some of them were actually my friends, so, I knew who they were. It's not like they were just guys I didn't know. I knew them. They were my friends, so I was like, I'll help you take it down. I'll help you set it up. And then I started doing security, and then I moved to basically what we called head of security, because we actually did need security. We still do at our shows, because the fans actually do get up out of their seats. They do try to get into the ring. They do get into our wrestlers' faces. And so security is needed. It's not just we'll just stand some guys around just to make it look good. No, we really do need them. And then I moved on from doing security to doing like little spots here and there, just to kind of get me acclimated to doing things in front of a crowd. And then had my first match sometime. It was a little before last November. So I've been involved a little, as far as wrestling, a little over a year.
Good deal.
So snowball from
go
there.
ahead and put the promotion over that you guys work all the time. You put posters up and stuff, but put because we get listeners all over the United States. I get them all over the world, so it's kind of fun. Go ahead and put that area's promotion over so they'll know where to go.
Pure Pro Wrestling. We are based out of North Carolina. However, we do both North Carolina and Virginia shows. The promoter, the founder of our wonderful promotion, is handsome Jimmy Love. Our home base is Pelham, North Carolina, so that's always going to be our home. Where the core of where we originated from. That's the main thing. And we're venturing out, little by little. We're going further than, the last time. We just kind of keep picking new places to go to whenever we can.
So you said you do watch everything now. So let's pick just out of the air here. Who are your two favorite? Let's go with girls. Who's the two girls you watch a lot?
I love Nia Jax. I just love her presence. She walks into she walks down to the ring. She's there. My other favorite is
my other guys. The guys in our Cool Kids group are going to be laughing right now because she is one of my favorites too. So they'll love that you mentioned her first. And no, I didn't pay her to do that, guys. So.
No, if you heard me on anything, I always I just love her. I just think she's a positive role model, and I just love the feeling I get when I see her walk into the ring. Just the whole I'm gonna kill you. That's
right.
Love. And in my opinion, Alexa Bliss is a great heel. She carries herself, in my opinion, as the perfect heel. And I love how she has... I didn't watch her at NXT because I didn't get... unfortunately, I don't have the time to watch a whole lot of TV because I don't get home till late every night from work. So I didn't get to see her before she really got into the WWE. But whatever she was before, for as far as right now, to me, she's great right now in her character.
She's one, yeah, we even had to discuss, some of the guys now think she might be the best heel on television, and she really is fun to watch, and I think because she's so small that it even pisses off more people when she wins, but yeah, She does make a fantastic heel. They've done her by putting her in and pushing her and giving her the wins that they need to give her. She's over. Everyone that actually watches wrestling pretty much knows who she is. So what about the two guys you like watching?
I love Bray Wyatt. I love the darkness of him. There's just something about him. I'm kind of like a gothic type person, but not complete goth, but so the whole how everything is so dark, and then you see the lights, and the smoke out of the lantern, and his entrance is amazing. And when he talks, he can command an audience in that very low, sadistic sounding, to me anyway. It's very sadistic sounding, almost.
That's exactly
and to
what
me, that's
the
very
character
intriguing.
is. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's so intriguing.
He did an interview last week that was interesting in the sense that he told that when he was in NXT and Dusty Rhodes had him go in character to be whether he was going to be a witness for a trial or not. And he went in character and actually was not picked to be part of the jury, but in character he went with the white pants, the whole 9 yards, and talked the way he talks. And he said from that point on he really grabbed the character and everything. All right, one more person, and then we're going to go into something. Who else you like watching?
Big E. I love me some Big E because he makes me laugh. From the moment he hits that stage, I can't stop smiling. Just the dance and his persona. It sounds like I don't even watch them wrestle really, because it sounds like all I'm talking about really is their entrance and their persona. But to me, I mean, that's what really makes you notice them. Is how they're acting, because I'm picking out things of the personality that they portray, and that to me that's important. But literally, he steps out, I can't stop smiling. They're doing the dance and they're just having a blast, and it's like that's what it's about. You're supposed to be having fun, and I think they carry that so well. And I can't stop gushing every single time I see him. I just love him.
Well, the thing about it is it's funny because he's the guy that we all pick when they split them all up, that he's going to be a huge star single guy, because Kofi's pretty much had his run anyway, and Xavier's a decent wrestler, but he's Big E's just that guy that all of us go, he's going to be probably the guy that becomes the big star there. So. Okay, one of the reasons I brought you on, and I just wanted to talk to you and let everyone familiarize themselves with you first, was that I follow you on Facebook, and you blast people on Facebook. It is just hilarious to me. The first couple of them I seen, I was like, oh, my God, these guys are such idiots. And then you just kept posting them. And I had to contact you. And we talked maybe a month ago and told you this is what I want to do. I want to bring you on. But I just kept looking at them, and it seems like they slowed up a little bit. And I noticed this, and I think I told you this on the phone. I have friends that this happens to them too. And number one, we'll explain here in just a second. But number one, I don't get it. I don't understand. It's okay. So here's what happens. Natty gets some very vulgar, suggestive messages on Facebook.
Yep.
And apparently this is just something normal to do. I mean, we see some girl on Facebook and we could just pretty much say what we want. And so what happens is when she gets the message, she responds to them, and then she takes screenshots, and she puts them up on Facebook.
Yep.
And I love that. I absolutely love it. I mean, they're idiots. So.
Yeah, because if they follow me, they should know that I do this. And, for the ones that have actually been on my page for a while, and then all of a sudden they decide they're going to start messaging me out of the blue, okay, fine. And then they act like they don't know anything about me, and they want to ask me private questions, and I'm like, I don't get that person with somebody I don't know, A. And then they start sending me the stupid stuff that I end up posting, and it's like, do you not know me? Do you not? I mean, it's not like I hide the fact of what I do. I do it. It's like, if you're on my page, you better. When people when people add somebody, they need to look at what they're posting, because it's going to tell you whether or not you want to mess with that person in the wrong way. And I'm just not the girl to mess with in any way, shape, or form, because as you see what I do, I call you out.
What we're going to do is we got probably about 11 or 12 minutes left. We do 30 minutes here. So what we're going to do is I got 4 or 5 of these that I picked out. One of them, all of them are hilarious to me, and I just stupid people make me laugh. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the part of the guy, and then Natty's just going to tell how she blasted him. She's going to read her part. And we're just, if you guys like this, give us a big thumbs up on Twitter, and let us know what you think about these. She's got plenty more. We can read more. I can bring someone else to read with her. We can have a good time with this. You're taking in stride, and I appreciate you doing that because this really down deep. These guys should be blasted. They, you want to say. What I was thinking, these guys got balls doing this, but I think it's not the balls. I think this is stupidity. This is stupidity to do something like this, and not taking the time to look at anything on your website. So the first guy that we're going to pull up here, he's got his name is Luke Mann. So Luke Mann, I'm not sure, he doesn't have a picture or anything, but Luke Mann first says So we're going to go ahead and do this one. So he says, hi.
Hi.
How's your day going today?
Long.
Well, I'm glad to speak with you. And then he goes into, well, the 69er lift is hot. I'm kinky love stranger, dominate woman that are able to pin me down for real. Also, this is like the hottest pic ever. I am like intrigued by you. I just wish you was here so we could talk more.
Why the hell did you send that shit to me? What is wrong with you? Are you stupid? Do you not know that I screenshot this shit and post it with your name showing the 5,000 people I have on my list? What an asshole are you? And then boom, it goes up there.
Yeah, it's just
and what he sent me he sent me a very sexual picture of 2 people in a intertwining thing with parts. Yeah, I couldn't even share that part, but yeah.
And then he tries to get out of it. I don't know if I sent this to you. This is the last page where I think I sent him out of order, but he says, "I did not know. I'm sorry, Miss Lewis."
You think I would not want porn sent to me?
No, ma'am, I wasn't thinking. Fully, please don't punish me so bad. I know you could if you wanted to. I beg you, please don't hurt me. Oh, my God. And it sounds like I'm reading something fake, guys. These are real people. That's the funny part about it. Okay, so we're going to Alexander. I'm not even going to say his last name because I don't even know if it's real. But we're going to go with Alexander. So, may I ask you a question?
As long as it's not inappropriate.
Would you do, what does FWB?
That means friends with benefits.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
would you,
excuse me?
Sorry, my friend put me up to that.
You think that's funny?
No, I don't. I told I would never ask you something like that. So he took my cell and sent you that. It wasn't me.
I hope you know I post these messages. Have a good day, sir.
Sorry, please forgive me. Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
They're just, and this thing about, you don't know, these people are just coming out of the blue asking. Now we got Terry, I'm going to go ahead and give Terry Pierce as our next guy here. Hey, can you send me a picture of you?
You mean an 8x10?
No, one on here.
Why?
Oh, I just want one. Do you like nude pictures?
Dude, what? What the hell?
Nude pictures. Do you like seeing them?
You want me to tag you when I post this convo on Facebook?
No, don't post it. Bye.
And I post it.
Oh, I love these. They're just horrible, and these guys are so stupid. Here we go. I don't know who this guy is, but this one and the last one is two of my favorites, and the last one is just okay. I gotta ask you something. Do you have sexy toes too? LOL.
Please tell me you are kidding. Please tell me you know better than to ask that kind of question.
Why is that? LOL. Why should I know better than to ask that?
Because I post the screenshots of those questions because I hate them.
I didn't know.
Oh yeah, it's called the Wall of Shame.
Well, I just didn't know.
I am the nicest person, yet I get all these messages that are just mean and upsetting, and I post them. Would you have posted that question where 5,000 people could see it?
I don't know. I doubt it.
My point exactly.
Oh, well, I won't bother you anymore. Good luck to you.
Well, thanks anyway. Guess unless I show sexy toes, I'm not a person. Take care.
That's not what I said at all. Okay.
I was just being...
What did you say? We got broke up there. What did you actually say?
Oh, I said I was just being very bitchy that day.
I've got two more. The first one is you and me, and then the other guy that I did the screenshot he just said a bunch of stupid shit. So here we go.
Mm-hmm.
This is my favorite comment and my favorite come on line of all time. Here we go. My favorite come on line of all time. His name is Michael Keene, and he says, "What's up, hot ass?"
Hot ass?
Yes, you look good.
And you think saying hot ass is appropriate?
Oh, maybe not. Don't get mad. What's up, hot ass? I know that's really got a lot of guys laid in bars. What's up, hot ass? I love that. Yeah. And then this guy sends you, "Hello, sweet. How are you?" This guy's, I'm not going to, his last name is Dobie. He says, "Hello, sweet. How are you? Where are you from? Are single? Listen, dear, I'm single, 28, old, dark villager. I'm addicted to thick curls, BBW. I'm interested to find a loyal wife. I'm looking one big. Are single." Now, I know, I'm not going to kayfabe here. So you are married, right?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Yes, I know that. So I know you're married, and I haven't stalked your page. We're just friends, so we know that. If you just spend one moment, you would know, number one, that Natty's married, and you wouldn't send crap like this. But if she was single, and I don't know her very well, but I would make her at least make people pass some kind of IQ test before she dated them, because that is just god awful. A 28 old dark villager.
Yeah, because being with a villager just sounds so. I mean, I husband all the time and be like, "Look, you better act right." I mean, I had this guy propose to me today, and this guy, he's a villager, and this guy's offered me a boat, and this guy called me a hot ass. I mean, and of course I'm obviously joking. And like, you never know, one of these guys may actually say the right thing, and I might leave you. You better watch it.
I know he has to love that.
He laughs. He laughs
Yeah.
constantly, and that's the one thing about him is that I never rely on him to help me with this stuff as far as, okay, honey, you step in. He lets me handle my own, which I'd rather do just because I hate when a guy gets overprotective. I would never like an overprotective man. And he lets me take care of it, and he just thinks it's hysterical. And I never hide behind like, well, I'm married and I can't talk like that.
I find it so funny just to think that guys would actually send that. And like I said, it don't even happen to people in the spotlight. It seems to happen to everyone. Hey, Natty, I want to thank you for joining us tonight. And I want to thank all my listeners for being here every week for shooting the Shiznit. And as everyone knows, this is the best little wrestling podcast in the business. That's for you, Lance, and that's for you, Jamie. Same bat time, same bat channel next week. See you guys.
Meet Lauren Askinosi of Askinosi Chocolate.
Our dream is to make chocolate that not only tastes good, but does good. We source our cocoa beans directly from small farmers and share the profits back with them.
At American Family Insurance, we believe your dreams are the most valuable things you will ever own. So today, we're supporting Lauren's dream.
If people want to get involved, they can just buy some of our chocolate.
Every dream deserves a champion. Find yours at amfam.com. American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company and its affiliates. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Domino's is extending their carryout offer from Monday to Thursday to every day of the week. Now, carry out large 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 today, tomorrow, or the next day. You get it. It's every day. We're growing. Now hiring drivers and assistant managers. Please contact your local Domino's for details or visit jobs.domino's.com. Ask for this offer. Availability and